Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with XM66F. The main reason why we are playing with this tank because Wargaming is selling this vehicle, and I want to recheck how this tank performs and how it feels like. If you would pay attention, there is a big bundle for 125 euros, which I really recommend not to take a look at. If you are thinking about buying raw tanks, the best option is to buy the raw tank. At least in my humble opinion, right? All in all, I very well remember how I felt whenever this tank was released. I felt like the tank is pile of kaku, but after playing with the tank a bit, it ended up in the average category. Although community is voting closer to the 4 stars, so that is a good tank. Now, first things first, this tank can play hull down, but you have couple of the cupolas up front. That is definitely an annoying thing, right? Plus on top of that, if someone has, let's say, 250 millimeters penetration or so, there is another weak spot over there. So you have 3 quite big weak spots where this tank goes. Plus on top of that, the hull is very, very, very weak, fellas. Those are the most important things to highlight. And let's say if you are trying to side scrap somewhere around the corner, that means you have a weak turret. Turret ring or shoulder, however you would call this, right? What do I mean by saying this, fellas? I mean, this tank is not a super heavy vehicle, right? You cannot pretend that you are the most powerful mother trucker on the field and just go in front. No. In my opinion, the best-selling feature of this vehicle is DPM. You have 3000 DPM, which is pretty nice. You have semi-rotatable turret. That's very, very good. You know, we cannot complain about this by any shape or any form. But in the same time, do not be tricked and don't think, oh, I'm going to play this tank, I will buy this vehicle and it's going to be TS5. Well, it's American, you know, it has quite a bit of the armor. No, it is not going to be the case. You need to be careful how you make pressure, and whenever you make pressure, you must set a hold down, because as you could see yourself, 170 millimeters frontal armor isn't the best armor in the world of tanks by any shape or any form, right? When we have this out of the way, let's talk gun. 400 alpha damage, that's nice. 232 millimeters of penetration, it is not bad. Gold penetration, 276, which is nice. And most importantly, you are getting pretty much 200 meters extra shell velocity, or 170 meters extra shell velocity, right? This is definitely nice, and this is definitely very, very good. Would I call this tank a good myself? I do not know, fellas. I do not know. For me, this vehicle is more sitting towards the average category, or maybe 3.5. I would definitely not say this tank is, wow, meta vehicle. What kind of tank? I need to spend the money on this vehicle. You know, nah, not really. At least I do not look into this tank this way. Obviously, in this situation, we will try to punish every and each mother trucker who would try to make pressure like this. And considering that we have VK who may peek sideways over there, I need to be prepared. I need to be prepared, fellas. He's just going in front. Beautiful, 388. If I would be him, I would start worrying what kind of decisions I am making in the game. Although in this situation, this Liberty won't enjoy himself. I can tell you that much. He's down to fartable, so that means we want to send him straight into the garage. Beautiful. As you can see, this is a perfect play for this tank. You are just sitting somewhere around the corner, obviously if you have ability and possibility to do so. You are waiting until someone would make a mistake and someone would peek, and whenever someone peeks, you try to burst the living crap out of them, right? That sounds like a plan, and that sounds like a great idea. I am very, very well aware of this gun being rated 3 stars, so that would put this gun to the average category, and I stand by it. From what I remember, whenever I played with this tank, that the gun trolled the living crap out of me, and I could not expect to hit every and each shot, right? I am very, very well aware of that. At first I played with full gun equipment, and I saw that it did not really help so much for this tank. After that I made a decision to get a bit more speed, in other words, to get the turbo on the tank, so at least it would feel tiny touch more agile, right? And that's what I was looking for, and in the end of the day it is all right. So looking into this situation, fellas, I do not know how about you, but it feels like enemies has no team whatsoever. And you know what that means? That means we need to figure out how we could make pressure and how we could punish them for their stupidity. This is the question. Is it an easy one? Well, that is debatable. I would love to see this budget going like so. I think I am brave enough to even push through the middle of the field, honestly speaking. I think I am brave enough to push through the middle of the field. How about that? And think about this, how lucky I am to play this game aggressively, because if I would not be aggressive in this situation, it would be pretty much game over already. If I would be sniping from somewhere over there, well, sure, I could have gotten, let's say, a random wild shot into someone who is playing in the mid, right? That sounds good and that sounds great, and curva flowers everywhere, but in the same time, fellas, it would be very, very difficult and very complicated, right? But so far, we are making as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. This is what we are aiming for, obviously. And all I want to do, I want to get an extra shot over there. One extra shot here is what I am looking for, and is what I need. Would I say that this tank can bounce tier 10s? Thank you very much. Would I say that this vehicle would be able to bounce the tier 10s? No. I mean, I can tell you that every and each mother trucker will slap us in the face like there is no tomorrow. Actually, I can definitely show that, and I can demonstrate that, how the things are looking like. Let's say if we are meeting Leopard shooting the standard ammunition, right? This is how it looks like. If we are meeting Leopard shooting the gold ammunition, he can penetrate us pretty much in the most positions. Although the turret cheeks can definitely work a bit as a protection, right? Anyways, 2.1 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage. I'm not going to cry over this. I'm feeling happy considering how much making was looking like. And we got ourselves 114,000 profits, although 80,000 profits are coming from completing the mission. And keep this in mind, I fired quite a bit of the gold ammunition as well. Round number 2, Abbey standard battle tier 8 matchmaking. That looks significantly more promising compared to the previous game, not gonna lie. That looks definitely more promising. I'm not going to go into the heavy line. I will try to push the 8 line. The goal is to take this hold down position and just to beat the living crap out of everyone who tries to get involved here. Yes, I'm very, very well aware of 2 Artas. Yeah, this is disgusting. I know. I get it, fellas. Trust me, I get it. But I do not really think I can change anything there. All I need to do, I need to take the position, and after that we will see how the things will look like. Beautiful. I am spotted. That means they have a light tank, not a big surprise, right? We cannot act like, oh wow, enemies has a light tank, crazy. No, it's not crazy, it is to be expected. In the same time, I have a feeling that we can definitely, wow, TVP, what a dig. That was quite disgusting if you would ask me, but there is nothing what we can change there. What I want to do, I want to say hello for ELC. This ELC should know that he's in the bunch of trouble, right? I have no doubts whatsoever he's going to sit somewhere over there. I get it, I understand it. And it is a matter of the time whenever we are going to figure out exactly where is he sitting at, right? All I need to do, I need to catch the right bush. That's what I need to do. I have a feeling that this gentleman may be sitting somewhere over there as well. Not a chance. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I know that he is sitting somewhere over there, okay? I know for a fact that it is a matter of the time whenever we are going to catch him. But where exactly he is? Maybe he could be somewhere right there. Would they have a good angle to shoot me? Not quite. Huh, smart. Smart little bugger, fellas. Smart little bugger. Not a big surprise. I am not acting surprised. I know that ELC is sitting right in this area, and obviously we try to counter him to the best of our abilities. Right? That's the whole point. That's the whole idea for us to play here and just to eliminate him. That's good. How about this T-44? T-44 is trying to make as much pressure as he physically and possibly can. Not a big surprise, right? That isn't a big surprise. Now, looking into all of this, fellas, the situation isn't that ideal as I would love to say it is, right? We know that T-44 is dead meat, right? We know that. There is nothing what this gentleman can do for us, and we are just simply pushing on him. Beautiful. We know that Mr. Scorpion is down to fartable as well. The question is, do I want to push on him or not? And I think the answer is quite simple. I want to push on him. And I am very, very well aware of the Arta sitting somewhere around this area and other triangles joining the fight over there as well. Oh, I was sleeping a bit here. I could have reacted definitely quicker. It's okay. Not a big deal. We are going to be completely fine. Skill, but where is the armor of this tank? Yeah, I know. Where is the armor, fellas? Where is the armor of this vehicle, huh? Yeah, I would love to say the armor would last, but as you can see, it is definitely not a reliable thing, that's for sure. Where the armor goes, you cannot really expect to bounce the shots. And I know whenever this tank came in the game, I thought, okay, the tank should have quite a bit of armor, but in reality that wasn't the case. But that's to be expected. Meanwhile, I would love to see enemies going for us like there is no tomorrow, and I want to believe that it is going to be the case. We need to wait until they would make pressure just like so. Like I said, I know they are coming. I am very, very well aware of that. That's okay. What do I want to do? I want to have this red line here. What are we going to get from the red line? Thank you very much for asking. We should be able to get a free shot just like so. And after that, we are pushing here, hold down, right? So my mission is to farm as much as I physically and possibly can in this situation. I know that our team isn't going to win the game, right? Or our team winning would be bloody a miracle. We are losing by probably 9 times hit points or something like this. So this is something absolutely disgusting and absolutely crazy. And that is okay. Now we are sitting hold down. This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we want to see. Meanwhile, there is Sue. Luckily for us, he did not penetrate us. We are slapping him once again in the face. And in this type of situation, I should be able to finish him like there is no tomorrow. I am aware of this T-44 going for us, but I am also aware of... oh no. I thought maybe I can push him into the water. Ay. This could have been extremely fun, fellas. But it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. Are we going to cry over this game? No. absolutely no, we are not going to cry about this. 3,500 damage, 300 assisting damage. What can you do that you had no team? Nothing. Accept it, be humble, and let's see the score. And we are back, fellas. Unfortunately, with yet another defeat, it happens for the best of us. Nah, actually, first game was victory, never mind. We are coming back with a defeat. 3,500 damage, 300 assisting damage, 3 kills. We performed well, we did pretty much double the damage that someone else did in this game, and once again, we are not going to cry over this. I am feeling satisfied how I played this game and we made this tank work. Also, we got 49,000 profits, which is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. I just want to highlight how the armor looks like of this tank. Definitely unreliable. If you will get this tank for yourself, don't pretend that you are the most powerful mother trucker, because you are not. Your mission is try to stay hold down and use your gun depression to the maximum in order to maximize the efficiency of the armor as well, and cross your fingers and hope that enemies do not know where to shoot. Okay, and the next game which we are going to have is Live Oak Standard Battle. That's good, I like it, and we are going to go on the field. Meanwhile, one more highlight, fellas. We got the calendar in the Twitch, or I supposed to say calendar in the index, where you can see events going and especially highlight towards the drop, so you can see what you can farm. If you would click on the column that you are interested in, you will see exactly in which channels you can farm the drops. You will see is it locked in the L server, NAS server, C server, and whatnot. Hopefully you will get plenty of use of this as well, fellas. And map is going to be updated pretty much every single month, and if you see some error, you can always contact Index guys, and they are going to fix it as soon as possible. Beautiful. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to make pressure here, and I'm not entirely sure, do I want to instantly go super aggressive mode, or do I want to chill a bit? Skill! I'm not entirely sure about that, but soon we will figure this out. We have 5 guns. 5 guns is a lot, honestly speaking. 5 guns isn't a small amount. We definitely can get plenty of the benefits from this. The worst part is that enemies are making quite a bit of pressure, but we are not going to shit our pants. We are going to be completely fine, and I want to say hello for this Mr. Lansen. Beautiful 300 in the face for Lansen, so at this point Lansen is definitely evaluating his life choices, and he's considering does he want to make pressure over there or not. And this is exactly what we are looking for. This is exactly what we need. We are trying to use this double bush, so we are not going to get spotted instantly, and we are going to support our forces, obviously. This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. I am very, very well aware of this T-32 sitting here in the back. I get it, I understand it. But once again, it doesn't bother me at the moment, and we are just trying to make a bit of pressure just like so. AMX is down to fartable, that's good. This is absolutely glorious, and what we need to do, we need to maintain our pressure. We need to keep making pressure here. I think we have good enough gun depression to say hello for him. Beautiful, very, very nice. Lansen is now down to fartable. T-32 is kind of irrelevant for us in this type of situation, and we are just claiming their lives one by one and little by little. Did you saw someone shooting here? Because I did, and what that means they have a sniper schnitzel sitting over there in the bushes. I am very, very well aware of that, and that is completely fine, but it doesn't change the fact that I am going to be brave mother trucker and I am going to make pressure. Why am I going to make pressure? Well, that's quite straightforward, because I want to show our folks that there is somewhere here in the back sitting, right? Or there is someone sitting here in the back. This is what we need for a full happiness. Beautiful, Mr. Shrek is getting spotted. We have plenty of the guns that could support us, that's okay. I'm going for another blind shot here just to triple check is it the case or it's not the case that someone is sitting in this area, and in the same time, all I want to do, I want to have my eyes widely open and just simply punish the enemies for their mistakes and for their stupidity, right? So far, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. I'm going for another blind shot because, once again, I'm not entirely sure is someone sitting here or not, and now we are going to get a bit different angles. What do I mean by saying this? Oh, you sneaky mother trucker. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? I told you that. I felt with my gut that someone is sitting here in the back. I told you this. And skill, does it have something to do with your team pinging this position as well? Yeah. That was only our gut feeling, fellas. I have no clue what you are talking about. Beautiful. In this game, we can definitely play more aggressively, and the main reason why do I feel that we can get significantly more involved into a game like this is because luckily for us, in this kind of play is giving us abilities to play hold down, right? Whenever you are playing hold down, you definitely feel tiny touch more confident than whenever you are playing in the open field, right? I know, what a big surprise, skill. Whenever you are using the tank to its strengths, you are feeling a bit better with a tank. Wow, what a good review, skill. You are amazing. Thank you very much. I know, epic, right? And even though if you are hold down, keep this in mind. Weak spot, weak spot, weak spot. And if enemies has enough of penetration, even your frontal mantlet can be weak as well. So we need to keep this in mind as well. Anyways, let's try to make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. Obviously, I would love to get one side shot to the Mr. Scorpion, but I have a feeling that it is irrelevant. Because I just simply have a feeling that Mr. Scorpion is going to be dead until I am going to go like so. But there is type 57 sitting right there, so maybe we can get a cheeky shot into this type 57. Although this type 59 obviously can farm him before I will. Oh, that's great. Side shot, very, very nice. And the Mr. STG. I do not really think I have a possibility to hit him unless I would go for him. And even then, I don't really think I'm going to arrive here in time. So, all in all, where this session goes, I would not say it was a bad session or something. I think we made quite a bit of pressure. I think our decisions were pretty correct, and in the end of the day we should have like 4,000 combined in this game as well. So not bad overall. Now I'm not entirely sure is this tank 3-star tank or 4-star tank. Honestly, it's very, very hard to tell. If I would put the middle, it would be 3.5 stars, right? But that's what we have. Anyways, 2,900 damage because we got one blind shot, 1,500 assisting damage because we spotted quite a bit. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we made 82,000 profits, which is very much appreciated, and I like it. Very, very, very good. Overall, average performance was 2.8 average damage and 800 assisting damage. I just want to highlight this is better than my average session with this tank, because on average I am playing with this vehicle for 2,700 damage and 700 assisting damage. So we pretty much bumped everything up 100 damage overall, right? Once again, not bad. Not bad. Is it worth to buy it? Well, you need to keep in mind that you do not really have fully rotatable turret, right? I believe that's fair and square. And you need to keep in mind that on the flat ground, this tank is farmable mother trucker and everyone will slap the living crap out of you. Although once in a while you can bounce shot or two, and the gun handling is far away from being ideal, because you will miss plenty of the shots with this tank, and it doesn't really matter which equipment do you use. Ventilation, rammer, improved aiming unit, turbo, rammer, improving aiming unit, turbo, rammer, ventilation, or whatever else, right? Also, if you are curious what I use on this tank or other content creators use on this tank, you can always check it out, equipment setups on the index page, right? Anyways, that's what I have for you today. I hope you had a good time and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.